As we close out our latest episode with the incredible Gillian Ashcroft, I'm thrilled to announce something special for the next 2 weeks, our Back to the Future series. Since launching in April 2024, Leading Our Own Way has been home to some unforgettable stories, and now we're rewinding to share hidden gems from the past 20 months. These episodes are packed with wisdom to carry you through the holidays and into the new year. Like I mentioned, they're hidden gems, stories of resilience and transformation. And to kick things off on Monday, January 5th, here in Australia, or on Sunday, if you're in the UK, we're bringing you my inspiring conversation, amazing chat with Beck Christian, all the way from the Cotswolds in England. She's actually from where I'm from, believe it or not, but we didn't even know each other. She is the founder of the Limitless Academy. Her story is all about breaking through limits and leading with purpose. As a massive Back to the Future fan, it just felt right. A chance to reflect, recharge, and keep leading our own way into the future. Let's start strong and make sure we don't drop off just after a few weeks and stay strong together. Let's go. Tell us how, I always ask how people are leading their own ways. I want it to be a bit of a cliche with the title. How would you say you're leading your own way then, Sydney?
Something that I probably would say over the last 6 months to a year is something that I haven't done previously is go with my gut instincts and go with what feels right. I've always been like, oh, but I need a backup. And my mum's always taught me, you've got to have something there in case something else doesn't work out. You've always got to kind of have something. And what I'm trying to do now is be like, do you know what? No matter what scenario I've been in, I've always come out the other side. And I've always kind of hustled and been able to get through it. So I would say that being like true to myself and listening to my insides has allowed me to go, do you know what, bugger it, it doesn't feel right anymore. I need to leave my job and I want to do something else.
So well, it's funny you bring that up because I was actually saying somebody the other day, the guy who actually wrote my book with, believe it or not, and I'm not meaning to plug my book there, but genuinely, no, genuinely, me and Mike do audio notes all the time, and he's kind of like me. I've left my job and I'm doing this, but he's leaving his job in Manchester, getting made redundant, and he's always coming up with these amazing ideas, and he's flaunting between them and coming up. Anyway, I said, don't have a plan B. Just have one plan. Because as soon as you have a plan B, your brain is wired to think about, well, I'm secure, I've got that if I need it. No. I have to casually teach every day because I have to pay for this place, right? And the cars and so on, the children and whatnot. But I've made it very clear, and I say very clearly to people, I am never, and I'll publicly say it here on camera, I am never going back to teaching at a school. I'll casually teach with no responsibility. But the toxicity that's brought in my life, I am never going back, and I have not got a plan B. It's not worth it. Nah, it's not worth it. No plan B for me. It's the podcast. It's things that might come from the podcast that might not even exist now, but there's no plan B.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where I align with you, what you're saying. There's no plan B, you're going with the flow. And I think we are trained to think of, you just need this, go and get a degree, back yourself up, you need a job. Because I feel that even now, right? People, what are you doing? Are you only casually teaching? No,
they project. It's projection of like anxiety, because I got that when I was going to leave. My mum was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? You sure? People at work are like, really? No. Oh God. And I'm like, but all I do is if it doesn't work, I go back. Like you teach, I'm a midwife, we have that set forever. Like, yes, we might have to dip in slightly, but we've always got that underlying thing. So it is a safety net, but I do also say I am never getting a contracted job where I am told what I have to do, when I have to go to the toilet, like when I have to have my break, when I have to work at Christmas and miss all of the activities that my friends are doing. I'm not doing it anymore. Like I'm just not. It's just not worth it.
No. So you said you guys lost a few people close to you. Was that family, friends who were close to you when you were a little bit younger?
Oh no, this was so I always forget who went first. So my granddad got cancer. Yeah. And he died, and my mum was obviously obsessed with him. He died, and I was probably about 13, 14 then my godmother, who was like my mum's sister, she was like her auntie. She used to live in the servants' house of my nana's house. My nana had this massive house in the Lake District, and she lived in the smaller house on the side. So she used to babysit my mum as a child. So she was like in between my mum and my nana's age. But I obviously knew her for the whole of my life, called Marty. And she had an asthma attack at like 53 and died. They found her on our kitchen floor. She suffocated. She couldn't find her inhaler in time. And that happened within a year. And then probably about a year later, my step brother, who was my stepdad's son, who my mum pretty much brought up for a lot of his life, committed suicide. So that was in the space of 2 years. So I was about 14 when that happened. And I remember vividly walking back with my friend, and I could just hear my mum wailing down the street. I could just hear wails like, and I was like, what the hell? And I remember walking in, and then I thought to myself, I can't cry again in front of my mum now.
Why?
Because I thought I have to look after her. If I'm upset, she'll be worse. So I was just like, right. So then I just was like, okay, I need to be a bit more of an adult now. So that was really tough. I remember being at my stepbrother's funeral, and she was really like echoing wails, like crying. And my throat was up to here with tears, but I thought I don't want to cry because she'll worry about me crying. So I think that was a lot for me to take on at like 14. It's quite a lot for me to go through.
You guys had a lot going on at that time, didn't you, for sure?
Yeah.
I can relate to that because when my gran died, my mum was the one. My gran brought me up, but I lived with mum and my gran, and I remember my mum crying, but I didn't cry because in a way I was supporting my mum. I wanted to cry. She was like my mum, right? So I think you were going to say something then. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I wasn't. I was going to say, like, that's to say, like, you feel like it's really weird. You go into the parent, you're like, I'm so worried. I love this person so much. I don't want them to worry about me when they're already worrying. But that's not something that a child should ever think. But she didn't put us in that scenario. I didn't put us in that scenario. That's just how it was. And neither of us can change that. And it wasn't like she wasn't supportive of me. I think she was like, why aren't you upset? Like, this is weird. But I was just so like, I need to be okay for my mum. Like, I can't be upset. That then that's kind of been the trajectory of our whole life. I very rarely cry in front of my mum, to be honest. I don't really cry in front of her because I just feel like, I don't know, I've just got like this block. I just can't really cry in front of her very often.
You should look at that. There's some blockages going on there too, right?
Yeah.
Get hypnotised.
For sure.
That'll release something, maybe.
Add that into it. There was a lot less low risk things. I thrive in the low risk stuff. I teach hypnobirthing, I teach mindfulness, I teach parent education, I teach all about how to change your mindset around birth. So for me, being in that scenario where it was very medicalized, like there was lots of, I guess, back and forth with doctors and midwives, and you weren't as autonomous as I was in England, making more decisions in England. I think that eventually, once they trust you in a hospital, you do get that autonomy. But I just didn't enjoy I didn't enjoy it as much as I did back home, basically. And there was parts of it I loved, like, say, triage. It's a bit like go A&E. They call up, I'm bleeding, I can't feel my baby, I need to come in, I think I'm in labour. I'll take those phone calls, I'll educate them on the phone, all of these things that I really enjoy doing. That's all fine. But then when I'm doing 4 12-hour night shifts in a row, or I'm doing 3 weekends in a row, or I'm doing nights to days, all of the enjoyment goes out of it because you're so tired and so burnt out. It's impossible to then enjoy the fact that you're going in for a 4th night shift, which I just don't think that shift work. I don't think that anyone should do shift work longer than 10 years. I just think it messes up your whole, like, hormones, like how you feel about yourself.
Circadian
and when I was in
rhythms.
England, the circadian rhythm, like, I'm obsessed with going to sleep at normal times now. I'm a bit all over the place at the minute because I'm travelling all over, but I do love to have structure and routine. So I just was like, do you know what? I've got my permanent residency. That means that I can be open to do other stuff. So I'm going to lower my hours. I then lowered my hours, and then things didn't really change at work. I was still getting lots of shifts where I was doing nights. Understandably, that is part of the role. I completely get that. I knew that when I was going in. But when I've done that for 12 years, being a student for 3 where I had to work 50% of the time, and then being a qualified, it's just not worth it. And then obviously did the social media, and that kind of did really well. I thought, well, if I can make some money through social media, why won't I just do that? And I can go and, like, I don't have kids, I don't have anything that's holding me back. I've got midwifery to go back to if I want to. Bugger it, why don't I just go? What's the worst that can happen? I say that to everyone. What's the worst that can happen? I go back. Well, that's fine. No shame in going back. It doesn't bother me. I know I won't, but there's no shame in going back.
That's right. But the more you keep saying, I'm doing this, you will actually go in that direction, and midwifery the gap will get bigger, won't it? It's the same scenario for me. I just have what you don't have, is the house and the kids that I have to pay for. Otherwise, I would have done this whole podcast 10 years ago. I've got to be careful what I say, because they might hear me. Nightmares.
Bloody lime seeds in my gin and tonic. You know, they're going in my mouth.
Gin and tonic. It's only 6. What time is it there in Singapore? It's only 7:30. Look at you.
I know. Well, I've had. My friends have made me gambas pilpil. We've had garlic prawns, added steak. Went and got some ribeye steaks from the butchers, and roasted potatoes and roasted cauliflower. And then should we have a preview?
Why not? Look at this, everybody.
Sorry,
Just get into social media, everybody. We can all live the life we're just doing.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining me on this special Back to the Future journey. Remember, we're running this series all the way through until Friday, 2nd of January. So there are plenty of gems to listen to in the Back to the Future series. If you want to hear the full episode with today's guest, just hit the links in the show notes to check out the complete conversation. Soak up the inspiration, share it with someone who needs it, and let's keep leading our own way into the future together. Stay tuned for more stories and have an amazing holiday break.